All right, boys, let's get this thing moving. I'm hoping, really hoping we get through this game fast because when it's over, I'm clocking out and checking into a long, well-earned vacation in the Lincoln bedroom. That's right, curtains drawn, gold slippers on, classic Home Alone 2 on loop, maybe a late-night tour of the West Wing in a silk robe. No cameras, just peace, dignity, and 700 thread count luxury. I've earned it.
Okay, I gotta ask, are we sure this is real? Because I'm awake, wide awake, and Trump's the one slurring his syllables like he took half a Benadryl with a glass of nostalgia. But I swear this feels like another dream. Like I'm gonna blink and find myself back in that nightmare pony dimension where Trump was dating Apple Bloom. Seriously, dating her, holding hooves, apple picking, reading her bedtime stories. It was disturbingly tender, and I thought I was the one too creepy with little kids. Trump, come on, man. And I had wings, but they were pathetic. Like little chicken wings. Couldn't even catch a breeze with them. And Nikki Haley, she was there too, just flapping around the beach, yelling about economic policy like a talking seagull on her podcast no one watches. But honestly, that was close to reality.
Joe, shut up. No one wants to hear about your farm animal fantasies or whatever alternate timeline your brain wandered into during your third nap of the day. I'm already 9 spaces into the board and you're still stuck in the Twilight Zone. Equestria edition.
Speaking of that, Donnie, I gotta know, when are you letting me into your My Little Pony server? You know, the one with Queen Elizabeth Arping as Princess Celestia, Kim Jong-un running karaoke night, and Putin logging in at 3 a.m. to drop ooh-woo stickers in the general chat. And don't pretend Obama's not in there. I've seen the usernames.
Absolutely not, Saul. That server is exclusive. You need clearance. You need poise. You need the kind of digital charisma that can ride a unicorn and negotiate sanctions in the same sentence. You? You're Koopa-tier at best.
Let me be clear. I am not in that server. I don't know what he's talking about. I've never role-played. I've never shipped anyone. I barely even use Discord.
So I'm supposed to forget the time you logged on as Twilight Barack and whispered a lullaby to Queen Elizabeth while she was mid-raid on the Canterlot archives? You typed, and I quote, "Harmony is the only true diplomacy." Creepiest moment in diplomatic roleplay history.
I don't even play this game, and I feel like I need bleach for my brain.
Okay, time to pull this train back on the tracks. Let me introduce the roster before Trump starts leaking more royal DMs. I, Saul Goodman, your favorite morally flexible lawyer, will be playing as Koopa Kid, feisty, unpredictable, full of legal loopholes. Obama's stepping into the classic lead role as Mario, the face of tradition, decency, and mid-tier stats. Biden's rocking Luigi because the man's tall, confused, and always 2 seconds away from discovering he's actually in a dream. Talk about Obama and Biden, dream team. And Trump, naturally, is Wario. Greedy, dramatic, and wildly overconfident despite a complete lack of coordination.
All right, gentlemen, step aside and observe greatness. I'm at the Shuffle-O-Tron, Gadd's proud little contraption that looks like a toaster married a slot machine. I just handed it my beloved bullet-built orb, and I got myself a Goomba orb. Not the greatest deal if I say so myself, but hey, it could have been worse.
Now wait just a minute. What's the Shuffle-O-Tron again? Is that the one that swaps your orbs, or the one that gives you candy? No, hold on. That's the candy shop from Mario Party 8. My bad. We're still on the science-y board, right? The garage with all the platforms and zappy thingies?
Yes, Joe. We're still on Gadd's garage. It's been the same board this whole game. For the most part, we are all standing on the conveyor belts for a good bit of the game. None of that has changed.
Gotcha. Gadd's garage. Right. Love this one. It's like a steampunk Chuck E. Cheese, but without the terrifying animatronics. It's got all those gears and blinking lights, and I think I saw a vending machine that dispenses sparks. Very futuristic. Kind of reminds me of Mew's creepy lab.
Let's bet on this Barry, say 90 seconds. That's how long it'll take before Joe's train of thought derails completely, bursts into flames, and crashes into a pond of lukewarm tapioca. If he makes it past 90 seconds with coherent commentary, you win. If not, I expect an apology and a Diet Coke.
All right, I'll take that bet. I believe in the man. He's made it this far without calling the orb a toaster. Maybe he surprises us. Maybe he strings together a sentence this time.
All right, Joe, impress us. Break down the core mechanics of this board. Go.
Absolutely so. The real heart of Egadd's garage lies in the shifting conveyor paths and the strategic placement of the orb machines. Now, you've got the blue conveyor that reverses every few turns unless triggered manually, kind of like traffic in Scranton, only with fewer geese. Then there's the electrical pad near the junction that can redirect the gear rotation based on who's in fourth place. That ties into the launch mechanism, which, wait, is that the place with the cannon that shoots toast, or is that from Mario Party DS? Oh, fuck, I'm losing my mind.
I called it. That's time right there. The moment he said traffic in Scranton, I knew we were circling the drain.
Yep, that's on me. I gave him too much credit. I thought maybe today was different.
Was I talking about the laser wrench or the ice cream launcher? Doesn't matter, this board has great vibes. It smells like copper and ambition.
Just like that, the first star is mine. That's right. While you three were too busy gossiping about dreams, wings, and Discord servers, I rolled high, played smart, and stole the first star of the game. And now that I've officially taken the lead, I propose this. Everyone else should just drop out. Hand the controllers to your wives. I want to see a cat fight. I want to win while Jill, Michelle, and whoever Saul's dating right now claws it out for second place. It'll be more entertaining than watching you three bumble around the board like confused Roombas.
Joke's on you, Jack, because Jill is actually on... Hold on, let me think. She told me this morning something about beavers. No, not that kind, real ones. I think she's in Nova Scotia helping build a wildlife bridge for emotionally traumatized rodents. Something with a therapy program and an a cappella group for widowed raccoons. I think she might be camping with them.
Joey, you weren't supposed to find out like this, but since you're my best bud, I gotta come clean. Jill isn't in Nova Scotia. She's shacking up with Tom Holland. She's been tagging him in dog selfies and calling him Spidey Pie. I didn't want to say anything, but you had to know. I think she wiped your ass for the last time, pal.
Well, damn. I guess that's why Lana Del Rey's not answering my calls either. All right, fine. Maybe it's time I move on. I'm going to text Zendaya. She's younger, smarter, and probably knows how to make an omelet. My wings may be small, but my heart's huge.
You know what? You're lucky you still have a wife, Joe. After Michelle turned into the Hulk, joined that WWE tag match, and Trump literally threw her out of the ring, she walked out. Took the kids, the Peloton, and my Spotify password. I've been listening to white noise and sadness ever since. At least I have my TV privileges yet. She took the Hulu and Disney over the TV, though, asshole.
Okay, but real talk, what's the deal with all the traps in front of your house in Martha's Vineyard? I tried to drop off paperwork and nearly got decapitated by a swinging log covered in glitter and bees. You're lucky, according to Manchel, and he said, and I quote, "Hulk, no like signing divorce papers, Saul can do it for me." So, yeah.
No questions asked, Saul. That's the policy. You step on the lawn, you take the risk. There's a reason the mailbox has a retina scanner and screams when you blink too fast. I don't want Michelle to come and snap my neck in the middle of the night, or God forbid a Mario Party game.
Or maybe he's just being a pussy. Let's be honest. If Saul can't dodge a booby trap like a grown man, he doesn't deserve to be within 500 feet of the Obama compound. Real leaders move fast and duck low.
And just like that, bada bing, bada boom, Koopa Kid hits the jackpot. That's 1 star for your favorite Albuquerque legal shark. Did you see that, boys? I may look like comic relief, but I play like a silent assassin, snuck right past all of you while you were debating pony relationships and backyard booby traps.
Ha! 1 star doesn't mean anything. I've seen stars rise and fall. I've fired people with more accolades than that. I've built empires and destroyed egos stronger than Koopa Kid. You're a flash in the pan, Saul, a flicker.
Maybe, but that flicker's enough to light your fuse, Donnie. You're rattled. I can see it in your greedy little Wario face.
Wait, hold on. Why'd you trade your Koopa Troopa orb for coins at the Orb Morpher? That orb could have flipped the board upside down, and you traded it for 5 coins? 5? What are you going to do, tip a Goomba?
Because I already had 42 coins. And 5 more? That was just to piss off Trump. I didn't need power. I needed petty. And it worked. He's shaking in his stupid gold boots and pretending he isn't.
I'm not shaking. I'm calculating. That's called strategy. You think 5 coins means anything to me? I bathe in gold-plated breakfast cereal.
Saul's energy is off the charts today. But man, you're looking worn out. You good? You usually show up to these games like a caffeinated Jack Russell in a pinstripe suit. And good job on the star, Joe.
Oh, I'm surviving, barely. I've been locked into this insane court case all week. Can't name names, obviously. Client confidentiality and all that. But this guy is unhinged. Think, banned from multiple food courts for weaponizing hot dogs, tried to represent himself while wearing sunglasses indoors, then suplexed a courtroom bailiff and shouted, "I rest my case," before being tackled by 6 security guards. He thought it was a First Amendment issue, and he wanted his bail money to go to Israel.
Wait, weaponized hot dogs, sunglasses indoors. I know that combo. That's a Ben move if I've ever seen one.
No way, tell me it's not Ben Shapiro. There's only one man chaotic enough to do that and try to live stream the trial through a toaster. He does anything for attention.
You're talking about that Ben? The guy who brought a fog machine to the CNN green room and claimed it was atmosphere?
Oh my God, Ben. It's Ben. I thought his whole career flatlined after that backstage brawl last week. I knocked both him and Trump out cold like they were paperweights.
Yeah, it's Ben. I can't say the last name legally, but we all know which Ben I mean.
And you remembered that, Joe? I thought you were still concussed.
Oh, I remember everything. I remember kicking Ben right in that smug, greasy face, then coming down from the lighting rig like a patriotic meteor and slamming ass. First into your skull, Donald. That moment lives rent-free in my head.
That wasn't a landing, Joe. That was an attack. I saw stars, and not the kind you pay 20 coins for.
Speaking of stars, bam, baby. Guess who just got one? That's right, Luigi's got a star. Old Joe's back on the board, boys. You had to see that. Even Helen Keller could.
I'm the one getting the star, you senile asshole.
Seriously? I've been circling this board for almost 20 minutes and can't even get within 5 spaces of one.
Oh, that's tough, Barack, really tough. Maybe Michelle should come play for you again. Oh, wait, she divorced you after that Hulk wrestling match, remember?
That was a low blow, Joe. And for the record, she only left because Trump threw her out of the ring. Trump of all people. Physically, mid-slam, it was traumatic for all of us.
Just to be clear, I did file the liability paperwork on Michelle's behalf. It's pending in 3 states. I don't know where she went.
This is why I don't take any of you seriously. You're too busy reminiscing about soap opera drama to actually play the game. Meanwhile, I'm planning my next move with clinical precision. You got that stars ages ago. You just realizing it?
That's 2 stars for your boy. Luigi's climbing the leaderboard, baby. Who said slow and confused doesn't win races? This is almost as great as the time I clapped Trump with my ass cheeks. And yeah, I'll be bringing that up until the end of time or when my pills wear off again.
Hey, don't forget about me. I just snagged my 2nd star too. Koopa Kid's coming for that dub. Y'all better start treating me like a real threat before I lawyer up and sue this entire board.
What even is this anymore?
Uh-oh, look at him. Barack's frozen. Static face, 1,000-yard stare. I think he just disconnected from reality. Barack, Barry, 44. You all right over there?
He's spazzing out, man, like internally combusting. That's an I just watched Biden and Saul get ahead of me type of breakdown.
Barack, buddy, pal, president, talk to us. What's going on? Are you hydrated? Do you need a lozenge? Have you taken your fish oil today? Do you remember your Steam password? When's the last time you smiled without it hurting?
You want to know what's wrong? Everything. Ever since Michelle left, my whole rhythm's been off. I don't sleep right, I don't eat right. My Spotify Wrapped was literally 98% ambient static and the rest was rain noises. That woman grounded me. And now I'm out here losing stars to a man who thinks croutons are currency and a lawyer in clown shoes.
Man, that's rough. But hey, you remember where we found you, right? Locked up in your basement, duct taped to a lawn chair next to Kobe Bryant's secret twin brother, the one Michelle couldn't stand. What was his name? Dennis or...
Joe, I told you that in confidence. That was private basement trauma. You do not just drop Kobe's secret twin into casual conversation like it's Tuesday trivia.
Wait, what? You were duct taped to a chair? Why? Was there a ransom? A bizarre motivational speech gone wrong? Did you try to deep fake Hamilton again?
And why was Kobe's secret twin even in your basement? That's like 7 layers of concern.
I'm not saying another word. Not one. I was vulnerable. I opened up. This is why I don't trust any of you with my Tinder bio.
Oh, come on, man. You literally showed me your Tinder messages last week. The one where that yoga instructor said your aura was presidential, but your emoji game was tragic. You look even more bummed out then after Trump spamming the N-word in your face without a pass 1,000,000 times over.
Joe.
And I quote, Netflix and stimulus check? Really, man? This is a prime example of negative riz, dog.
I said I'm fucking done, Joe.
So, no comment on the duct tape, the twin, the yoga instructor, or the tragic emojis that remind me of Wednesday Addams. Jenna Ortega is sexy as fuck, folks. I'd totally hit that. But the show gives me the creeps. Even the animated movies. God, your riz sounds so good in comparison, Barry.
Not a single word. I'm muting myself. This never happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the finest invention Gadd's ever produced, the wealth suckage apparatus. Just activated it, and I'm already feeling younger, stronger, more financially dominant. I just vacuumed 7 coins off Obama, who is sitting pretty at 40, not anymore. 5 coins from Saul, bringing him down to 32, and 8 coins from Joe, which drags him to 34 and puts me up to a glorious 57 coins. That's the art of the deal, baby. Economic warfare, Mario Party style. That's before the tariffs.
I mean, yeah, that sucks, but at least I didn't get engulfed. He only took 8 from me, but it could have been worse. And that reminds me of something. A time I really got swallowed whole. You know what I'm talking about. Genshin Impact. Yeah, that game, I was in too deep. I wasn't just playing it, I became part of it. There was a glitch, right? Some storm system in Inazuma, real nasty stuff. My avatar gets stuck in a lightning field, my feet froze, my glider broke, and Paimon kept yelling about taxes. I tried everything. Fast travel, emergency food, shouting at the screen. But I couldn't escape. It was raining sideways. I was trapped for 3 real days. Jill thought I went camping. I had to meditate with a statue of Vinti to conserve mental clarity. I totally wasn't tripping. I eventually struck a deal with an electro slime king who guided me out, but not before I gave him my rare artifacts and promised to attend his wedding in Liu.
I have so many questions and zero belief that any of that happened, but please continue. Isn't there a Danganronpa crossover coming soon? I want to say no, that's wrong, but this is entertaining and I'm not a fucking weeb.
That's either the best Genshin lore I've ever heard, or a cry for help disguised as a fever dream.
Enough! I've heard enough nonsense from the Lightning Joe saga. If you say the word artifact again, I'm calling Michael. You're gonna be cooked, man. Just accept your fate now. I can just deport you to Mexico now, and guess what? That'd be the good ending.
Michael? Are you talking about Michael Jackson? Maybe I can take him out, get some botched plastic surgery together, sniff some kids, and die young. Wait, how old am I again?
You know who I mean. Michael Obama. That's right. I'm going to call her up, piss her off just enough to trigger the Hulk transformation again and let her loose. I don't care if you're hiding in the back of your Ames and Horseheads or organizing plushies at your dusty Wilmington Toys R Us. She'll find you, she'll slam you, you won't even hear the roar, you'll just feel the ground shake, and then boom, Joe Biden pancake. You were there when I kicked her ass. I'm the only one who can stop her. She's my animal, and I'm setting her on you.
You wouldn't dare. Not again. I'm still surprised I survived her throwing a toaster at my forehead. I still have a nice fancy bump too, pal.
Oh, I absolutely would. The Incredible Hulk Michael Obama is my nuclear option. Don't fuck with me, Joe.
I'm pretending this entire conversation isn't real.
Excuse me? Excuse me? What the hell is this? Unbelievable. Absolutely unfreaking believable. I just landed on one of Obama's Goomba spaces. One of those rigged little traps he dropped in when he was dead last and practically weeping into his headset. Now I'm forking over 20 coins like I'm paying child support for a Goomba I didn't even raise. 20 coins, Barack. Gone. Ripped from my digital wallet like a Band-Aid off my financial soul.
Hey man, that Goomba was planted fair and square. Strategic play. You were too busy monologuing about your star count and your imaginary vacation in the Lincoln bedroom to see the trap right in front of you.
Don't patronize me, Obama. We both know this board is rigged. If it weren't, you'd have rage ordered a drone strike on Nintendo headquarters 3 turns ago. And somehow you've got a star, and now you're pocketing my money like it's 2008, and you're bailing out the board. I'm putting my foot down. You keep pulling this shady nonsense, I'm calling Michael. Oh yes, I know she left some Hulk mode belongings at your place. Protein jugs, titanium dumbbells, a single green boot with blood pressure sensors. She's coming to collect. I'll personally text her GPS coordinates and light the beacon.
Whoa, okay, let's not go nuclear over 20 coins. There's no need to bring her into this. What's it gonna take to de-escalate?
Simple, I want your manga collection.
What manga collection?
Don't play dumb with me, Barry. I've seen the shelf behind your rowing machine. One Piece, Attack on Titan, Spy X Family, all perfectly alphabetized, probably with little sticky notes that say must reread. I know you've got it, and I know you keep it sealed tighter than your tax records. So here's the deal. I want a brand new collection. Top shelf stuff, mint condition, laminated, with the variant Natsuki covers from Doki Doki Literature Club. Yes, they are custom made, and I know it, you weebaboo. Mew got jealous last week, and she said, quote, if I have to look at that shrimpy pink-hailed tsundere without a display case one more time, I'm deleting your VPN. And you know how I feel about Natsuki. She's got spunk, she's got sass, she's me in anime form.
You are not Natsuki.
I've represented cult leaders, drug lords, and a guy who tried to marry a vending machine, and this moment right here is the one that's making me question my life choices.
You know, I asked Pinkie Pie what to do in a situation like this. She told me, Joe, when your friends are fighting over anime and coins, just breathe deeply and offer them cupcakes. I haven't found the cupcakes yet, but I've been looking.
Biden, you're hallucinating again, aren't you?
What? No, where'd Fluttershy go? She was just here telling me to hydrate.
Great. The man's off the rails. Trump's demanding a curated manga box set. Obama's being threatened by his ex-Hulk wife, and I'm standing here listening to someone negotiate anime like it's a hostage situation. How am I losing all these mini-games to a guy hallucinating, or a guy that has a freaking former first lady on a leash threatening a former president? Like, is this actually going on right now? Prison wasn't this bad? No, not at all.
Either you order me that manga set with priority shipping and a signed Natsuki plushie, or I hit send on this Michelle text. She's still got your garage code, and I know she hasn't forgiven you for stealing her pre-workout.
Fine, but if I have to explain this to the guy at the manga store again, I'm blaming it all on you before you deport me to Kenya again.
You tell him it's for Natsuki, he'll understand. If he doesn't, he's not a real man.
Guys, I found the cupcakes, but they're made of sand. Is that normal?
Nope, not even a little bit. And yet, somehow, this still isn't the weirdest Thursday I've had. If that's even the day of the week, Biden, is your dementia contagious?
Good. Now let's get back to the game so I can crush you all while you're emotionally compromised. That's what makes it fun.
If Michelle shows up mid-turn, I'm logging off. I'm not emotionally prepared for another hallway clothesline.
This is an outrage. Donkey Kong shows up, and instead of doing what he's supposed to, handing me Donald J. Trump, the only real champion on this board, a free star with the honor and respect I deserve, he decides we all have to share him.
Calm down, man. It's a DK minigame. Nobody's taking your non-existent star away. Just play the game and eat your bananas when everything is said and done.
Like some jungle-themed group project? This isn't Donkey Kong, this is Donkey Communism. It's Tally Me Banana Barack, a game of balance, of dexterity, of finesse. And they paired me up with a man who once mistook a vending machine for an ATM, and another guy who uses legal loopholes like he's crafting alchemy. I was expecting a reward.
You want to talk about liabilities? Guess who didn't fall into the ocean this time? That's right, me. Old Joe stayed dry and steady like a canoe on calm waters. I was dancing on those docks like a banana ninja.
I'll admit, shocking. I thought for sure you'd swan dive into the water on your first step, then try to blame it on a slippery ghost. Yet here you are, upright and somehow breathing in rhythm. And by the way, Donkey Kong, he's my favorite monkey, always has been. The muscles, the tie, the unmatched barrel etiquette. He's the true American ape. strong, focused, doesn't waste time with side quests.
Technically, hate to be that guy, but Donkey Kong's not a monkey, he's a gorilla. You can tell by the lack of tail. That's taxonomy 101, my guy. Monkeys equals a tail. Gorillas equal a tank with abs. Stupid.
Saul, allow me to be very clear. Nobody, and I mean nobody, asked. I consulted the board, I took a poll, I held a town hall, not a single soul requested your monkey taxonomy TED Talk. So if you could go ahead and sit your legal encyclopedias down, that'd be great.
But now I'm thinking, if Donkey Kong's your favorite monkey, then how come Obama isn't?
Joe, I'm giving you exactly 5 seconds to walk that back before I phone in a precision drone strike from my second iPad.
Oh, come on, man. It was a joke, a banana-themed joke. DK would have laughed.
He's not laughing, Joe. He's staring directly into the camera like he's calculating airspace over your backyard.
Ah, fellas, I wasn't going to say anything, but my conscience won't let me keep it bottled up. No pun intended. That last mini-game, gondola glide, where me and Trump soared through the air and completely smoked Barack and Saul. Yeah, well, I may have won, but I was also fighting for my life up there. I'm deathly afraid of heights, like full-on heart palpitations, goodbye America kind of fear. And somewhere between the second gust of wind and that one near miss with the balloon, I lost control of the situation. Let's just say I got more than air in my pants.
You're telling me you pissed yourself during a victory flight over the minigame sky map?
I'm not proud of it, Barack, but it happened. And now I need to step away. Kamala's going to take over for a few turns while I clean things up. I'll be using the bathroom in the back of my Ames store. And before anyone asks, no, the decor has nothing to do with My Little Pony. The Twilight Sparkle shower curtain, coincidence, the Rainbow Dash toothbrush holder, a gag gift, the pink walls, an accident at the paint mixer. Totally unrelated.
Wait, hold everything. You're telling me this man just got his third star? Third after leaking like a broken faucet mid-slide, and now he's leaving Kamala in charge again? I only have 1 star. Barack and Saul each have 2, and Biden, the sky screamer, somehow pulls ahead. This is corruption. And I'm not even focused on the pants situation anymore. What's really upsetting is that this man has a fully themed My Little Pony bathroom inside a discount retail chain. What happened to American infrastructure?
I mean, yeah, the star stuff is crazy, but you're really stuck on the pony bathroom?
I'm with Barack on this one. I feel like the man just admitted to urinating himself on a glider, and somehow you're angrier about the wall decals.
Of course I am. The pants thing is expected. The man probably panics every time the microwave beeps. But the bathroom? That's next level weird. And I know Kamala's the one washing those soiled presidential khakis every other day. She's probably got Biden's name stitched into the waistband like a kindergarten field trip.
I'm not going to confirm that. But I'm also not going to deny it. There are stain sticks in every drawer of my office. And an extra pair of emergency socks.
And the soap dispenser plays the Friendship is Magic theme. Twilight would be so proud of me.
I don't even care about the stars anymore. I want to bulldoze that bathroom and replace it with a golden bidet that plays Kid Rock.
This game has completely derailed. We've got a player swap due to bodily distress, a VP on laundry duty, a weaponized bathroom, and a guy who's more concerned with brony home decor than the actual game.
God, did you see that? I just got ground pounded into the pixelated pavement for 5 minutes straight during Pixel Perfect like I was some kind of squishable tutorial boss. And you know who did it? Kamala, my own teammate. She bounced on my skull like I was a glorified trampoline with tax returns.
And yet we won. We beat Barack and Saul. The game's called Pixel Perfect, not Preserve Trump's Skull Integrity. You were waddling around in the wrong corner like a lost toad. If I had to sacrifice your head for victory, so be it.
I don't care if we won or if we unlocked the secret ending with Donkey Kong giving us stock tips. Nobody squishes me. Nobody. You don't stomp on Trump and walk away with a smile. You hear me, Kamala? Nobody stomps the Donald.
Okay, sure. Technically, most of those stomps weren't on purpose. But also, you absolutely deserved at least half of them, maybe more.
You're lucky I'm getting another star, or I'd have already called Border Patrol and had your travel status flagged. I can't believe this. I should be the one with the most stars, and instead, I'm the human trampoline of Mario Party 6. Disgraceful.
Can we just move on? This board's falling apart, and I feel like I'm losing brain cells faster than coins.
Oh, hey, guys, I think I'm gonna make a quick call real fast. Just keep playing. I'd like to place an order for delivery. 1 large pizza, extra sauce, light cheese, sausage, mushrooms. Actually, scratch them. They remind me of that weird dream I had where Lincoln yelled at me at a Waffle House. Yeah, throw in some breadsticks too, and a 2-liter. Doesn't matter what kind. Surprise me. I trust you.
Joe, who are you calling?
Domino's, obviously. Why,
Joe, it's not Domino's. You're talking to us.
Wait, what? That's crazy talk. You guys don't work at Domino's. You're just some random customer service people. I've never even met you. Who the hell is Saul Goodman? Sounds like a lawyer name, if not probably some stripper, I guess.
Oh my God, he's actually finishing the order. He doesn't realize this is a voice chat. This is unbelievable.
Cool, thanks. I'll be out front in about 30. Don't forget the extra napkins.
I don't even know how to process that.
I'd say this is new, but I once defended a guy who thought his fridge was trying to assassinate him. This might be worse.
I just checked the security feed at the Ames store. Biden's in the outdoor garden section, sitting cross-legged on fake grass. He's sucking his big toe. And there's a little kid watching him like he's Mr. Rogers, but feral.
That's it. I'm done. I'm completely and utterly fried. I've been stomped, robbed, mocked, and now I'm watching Joe Biden reinvent public toe-based entertainment at a defunct retail chain. I'm one bad die roll away from snapping like a dry breadstick. I don't even care how many stars I get at this point. I just want out. I want the board to implode. I want Bowser to drag me into another dimension where this never happened. I'm just glad the game's almost over, because if it wasn't, I'd be calling Donkey Kong to carry me into retirement. And once again, the Trump legacy prevails. You may hate me, but you can't beat me. I am the Mario Party master, the king of coins, the duke of dice. Suck it, Nintendo.
Should have let the Hulk-Michelle storyline play out. I bet she would have flattened you and taken home the star lead.
Hey, wait a minute. Sheldon hasn't said a single thing all game.
Actually, I was calculating the statistical improbability of Joe winning had he not mentally disassociated during gondola-based activities. Also, fun fact, Wario's acceleration stat.
Nope, we're out.
We're out.
Game over.
Shutting
Shutting
it
it
down.
down.
Shutting it down.
I would rather be stomped again than listen to that. Good night.